Granville Spalding having a great year, getting second in the conference and having an overall record of 24-9 coming into the contest. Clay Central Everly is 8-18 on the season, so we'll be ready to get this action going here in just a second. We've got starting lineups going on here, so we'll quickly run through ours in this nightcap. For Clay Central Everly, leading off will be Javon Cruz, the shortstop. Batting second will be the pitcher, Trenton Kiefer. Third will be the first baseman, Kyle Thompson. Batting cleanup will be Jared Elbert, the catcher. Batting fifth will be the center fielder, Fred Hartman. Batting sixth will be the left fielder, Fletcher Ponce. And batting seventh will be the third baseman, Bill Fallon. Batting eighth will be the right fielder, Josh Olin. And batting ninth will be the second baseman, Adam Phelps. For Spalding tonight, leading off will be the designated hitter, Drew Hying. He'll be batting for the second baseman, Johnny Bunkers. Batting second will be the catcher, Brian Golliver. Batting third will be the center fielder, Justin List, Monday night's winning pitcher in that first round contest for Spalding. Batting cleanup will be the pitcher, Nate Hying. Batting fifth will be shortstop, Doug Schroeder. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, Brett Hansen. Batting seventh will be the right fielder, Derek Jungers. Batting eighth will be the third baseman, Michael List. And batting ninth will be the left fielder, Ben Nye. There's your starting lineups and batting order for tonight's nightcap. Back at Vosburg Field, Nate Hying taking his warm-up pitches, getting ready to start the contest here tonight. With his battery mate, Brian Golliver. The rest of the infield and outfield taking their practice throws here, and we're about set for action. As we stated earlier, George Little Rock won the first contest tonight, 16-7. They're waiting to take on the winner of this game Friday night back here at Vosburg Field in Granville at 7:30. And in down in Lamar's, Remsen Union wins the first game there tonight, 3-0 in 8 innings over Marcus Meriden Cleghorn, and will anxiously await the outcome of the Galen Catholic Remsen St. Mary's game. Those two, the winner of that game will play Remsen Union Friday night also at 7:30 in Lamar's. And then the winner of those two games Friday night will earn the right to play each other Monday night here at Vosburg Field for the District 1A, District 1 Championship. Nate Hying down with his warm-up tosses, ball gets thrown around the infield, and we're set for action here. Clay Central Everly will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Spalding the home team. The Clay Central Everly Mavericks come in with a record of 8-18. Spalding comes in with a record of 24-9. Leading off for the Mavericks will be the shortstop, Javon Cruz. He wears number 11 on his uniform. Nate Hying set with the first pitch of the ball game, just outside for a ball. Ball one. Hying comes set. Delivered to Cruz. Little low, 2-0. In close to the grass at third base is Michael List. Everybody else in the infield playing deep. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Cruz. Called strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Nate Hying to Javon Cruz. Here's the delivery, outside and low for a ball. Hying falls behind, 3-1 in the count. Beautiful night for baseball here. The wind gradually dying down as the sun starts to set. It was blowing in pretty briskly here at the beginning of the first game tonight at 5:30, but it's just kind of wavering and a light breeze out there. Still blowing straight in from left center field, but it's not going to be near the factor in this contest that it was in the first one. Hying's next pitch fouled off by Cruz, full count. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Low and in the dirt, ball four. So Cruz works the leadoff walk here. Start the top half of the first inning. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 2, Trenton Kiefer. Kiefer, tall, lanky kid, batting left-handed. Looks down at his head coach for a sign. Stanton Schaff is the head coach, assisted by Todd Hansen. Spalding head coach Bill Webker, assisted by Dave Hying. Little housekeeping taking place out in the pitcher's mound. Base umpire cleaning off the top of the rubber for Hying. First pitch to Kiefer is outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hying, right back to him in the box. He turns, throws the second. There's out number 1. Relay to first, up in the air. Thrown away, and Spalding claiming that we got interference on the call, that the runner's got to get down and slide to give him the throw. Had to throw over the top of him. Not going to get the call. No, not going to get the call. Umpires are shaking their heads no. So we're going to be safe at first on the fielder's choice. 1-6 on the put out at second. Kiefer safe on the fielder's choice. And shortstop Doug Schrader had to just throw right over the top of Javon Cruz, who didn't go in sliding, and his throw was way high at first base, but no call. Now batting the first baseman, Kyle Thompson. He takes the first pitch from Hying for a strike. 0-1 the count. Thompson, big, tall, lanky kid, takes a pitch, chops it down third baseline, foul down the fence line. He's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Big crowd on hand for tonight's game. A lot of folding chairs here, a lot of people sitting in the stands, cars parked all over the place, bleachers in the left center field fence about half full. Great night for baseball. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Hying. Pitch out, nothing doing, 1-2 the count. Golliver set up way outside, thought maybe they'd stolen a sign and maybe Kiefer was going, but nothing doing. Now he comes back with a 1-2 pitch. Here's a grounder to the shortstop, taken by Schroeder. He flips the bunkers at second for the out on the force out. This time Kiefer's going in sliding. He just takes Bunkers out on the slide. Bunkers falls down in his butt, but no relay to first, but they get the force out. 6-4 at second. Thompson safe with a fielder's choice at first base. That's going to bring up cleanup hitter, catcher Jared Elbert. Wears number 10 in his uniform. He looks down at head coach Stanton Shaw for a sign. 2 down, 1 on. Hying's pitch. Running on the first pitch. Nice play. It's by the second baseman, Johnny Bunkers. He was going to second on the steal, then came back to his left and fielded the ground ball. And he throws out Elbert on the first pitch to him, second to first to end the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Score after 1/2 inning of play. Clay Central Everly nothing. Spalding Catholic coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning, back in Sheldon. Catcher Jared Elbert made the final out for Clay Central Everly, so a little slow getting his gear back on and getting out here to get the warm-up tosses from pitcher Trenton Kiefer. He's out there now. Kiefer taking his final tosses. Kind of short arms the ball up there. We'll see what happens. He might be a little slow junker by the looks of things. Mavericks toss the ball around. And getting ready to come in to start things for Spalding here in the bottom of the first will be the designated hitter, Drew Hying. He's batting for second baseman Johnny Bunkers.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Spartans, the DH number 15, Drew Hying.
Trenton Kiefer on the mound, his batting range, Jared Elbert. Mavericks get set to do battle here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch from Kiefer to Hying, inside, ball 1. Waiting on deck, catcher Brian Golliver. Pitch up a little high from Kiefer. 2-0's a count to Hying. Breaking ball catches the inside corner from Kiefer. That's called for a strike, so Hying works the count to 2-1. Hying fouls the next pitch off here to the right, stays in play. Count evens at 2-2. Kiefer gets a new ball from plate umpire Kurt Anderson. Two-2 pitch to Hying. Curveball fouled straight back into the screen. Hying stays alive. The count remains 2-2. Spalding fresh off 11-5 first round win in the district play. Hying battles again with a high pop fly going straight back over the announcer's booth here. He's battling tough. Count remains 2-2. And the people not paying attention back at the concession stand eating might have gotten a headache out of that one. Here's the pitch. Hying gets jammed in the fist. Slow roller to third. He's going to have to hustle. Here's the throw by the third baseman, Bill Fallon. Gets him out at first base. Hying jammed in the fist on that one. Sends a slow roller to third. Bill Fallon picks it up, fires over to Kyle Thompson for the first out. That's going to bring up Brian Golliver. Golliver, the durable catcher for the Spalding Catholic Spartans here. Monday night, in the opening round, he was 1 for 3 with a walk, scored 2 runs, stole a base, caught 7 innings, and I would guess the way the humidity was Monday night, he probably went home about 7-8 pounds lighter than he did when the game started. First pitch to Golliver, called strike. Next pitch, high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Pitchers and catchers really struggled Monday night probably with the humidity. Tonight, much better night for baseball. Couldn't ask for it to be any better than this. Next pitch from Kiefer is low and outside for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Waiting on deck, Justin List, the center fielder tonight. Justin was the pitcher Monday night, winning pitcher Monday night. So he raised his record to 7-2 in the season. Next pitch to Golliver is a strike. Count evens out at 2-2. Kiefer into the windup. The 2-2 pitch to Golliver. Inside, but Golliver fights it off and hits a grounder out to second. Bobbled by the second baseman, Adam Phelps. Just a routine grounder, nice easy play, and he just bounced right off his glove and trickles out towards center field. So Golliver, safe on the error at first, keeps the inning alive for the Spartans. That's going to bring up Adam Krieber, number 9, is going to courtesy run for Golliver at first base. Now batting, Justin List, the winning pitcher Monday night, playing center field tonight. Kiefer's going to have to work out of the stretch now. He fires over to first. Sliding safely back in is Krieber. No count on List. Runner on first, one out, bottom of the first. Pitches upstairs, ball one. Krieber not going on the first pitch. Probably get a look or two here at Kiefer, see if we can get the jump. Second pitch, shot into left center field. That's going to be a gapper all the way to the fence. Krieber rounds second, he's headed for third. List is going for second. Krieber's going to be waved in. He's going to score easily. Center field or shortstop way out in left field for the cutoff. And List with a double, RBI double to center field, scores Krieber with the game's first run, 1-0. Spalding on top. Just a solid shot, line drive double, into left center field, rolled all the way to the fence for Adam List, and he gets the Spartans on the board, 1-0 to start things off. Now batting the pitcher in the cleanup spot, Nate Hine. Nate, he gets a called strike on his first pitch the other night. Nate was 2 for 4 in the contest. He had a single, a double, 3 RBIs, scored once. Here's the pitch, and there's a shot into left field between the shortstop and the third baseman on the ground. List rounds third. He's going to come all the way to score. Terrible throw from the left fielder. Now going to second. Now going to second is Hine on the play, but he gets thrown out. Kiefer to the second baseman, Adam Phelps, on the cover. So a single for Hine, RBI, scores List in the play, makes it 2-0 Spalding. But then Hine's thrown out at second base, 7-1-4 on the play. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 runs in for Spalding here in the first inning, and they're up 2-0. And that brings up the number 5 hitter, Doug Schroeder, the shortstop. First pitch to him is inside for a ball, 1-0 count. Schroeder, Monday night, was officially 1 for 2. He had a walk and a sacrifice to go with it, doubled, had 2 RBIs, scored 2 runs. First pitch, the next pitch from Schroeder is high and tight, ball 2. Here's the pitch from Kiefer. High and tight again, ball 3. The pattern seems to be, Clay Central Everly's philosophy is going to be to pitch Spalding high and tight. Everybody's getting jammed inside. A couple of them have fought him off, but a couple have really gotten the barrel on the bat and really parked him. Here's the pitch, 3-0 pitch, right down the middle, automatic strike, 3-1. On deck, first baseman Brad Henson swinging the bat. A 3-1 pitch from Trenton Kiefer to Doug Schrader. Here it comes. Curveball for strike 2. Schrader took a couple steps towards first base. Tried to bait the umpire for the walk there. Didn't get it. Full count. Schrader swings the bat. Here's the pitch from Kiefer. He hits a high pop fly. It's going to come back out of play back behind us here. Fender bender time. Windshield break time. Don't hear any kerplunk. That's what you need for a sound effect up here, is a little kerplunk. Let people worry about their car. A little glass shattering. Sioux City Explorers have that. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. Strike 3. Schrader's out on strikes. At the end of the first inning, Spalding comes up with 2 runs on 2 big hits, 1 Maverick error, and nobody left on base. Score after 1 complete. Spalding 2, Clay Central Everly nothing. Back in Granville, start of second inning action taking place here. Spalding gets 2 runs in the bottom of the first to jump out to the 2-0 lead. Clay Central Everly coming up now to try to answer the call. They're going to lead off with their center fielder, Fred Hartman. Fred's first pitch from Nate Hying, a little outside for ball 1. Hying really working the corners, trying to get Clay Central Everly to swing at the outside pitches. Second pitch from Hying, swing and a miss, foul tipped, I guess, for a strike, 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike. The leadoff hitter, Fred Hartman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Squared around a bunt, showed the bunt, and then pulled the bat back and gets a called strike. Must not like the bunt on those breaking pitches. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Hying. Just fouled off. It was another breaking ball. That couldn't have hit the end of the bat by more than 2 inches. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just outside 2-2. Hying does a little dance on the mound, wanted the call, didn't get it. 2-2 pitch, here it comes. High, ball 3. Hying walked the leadoff batter in the first inning, in danger of doing it here in the second inning. Full count to Fred Hartman. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Hying records his first strikeout of the night. And that's going to bring up Fletcher Ponce, the left fielder.
Now batting for the Mavericks, left fielder number 18, Fletcher Ponce.
And I don't know about you guys, but in the tournament so far, of all the teams we've seen, this guy up the bat right now gets the baseball name of the year, Fletcher Ponce. Now that is a baseball name. 0-1 pitch from Hying. Breaking ball right in the inside corner for a called strike 2. And Ponce quickly in the hole, 0-2. Hying working really fast. Ponce fouls one off behind the first base dugout. Breaking ball from Hying, another one fouled back, almost identically in the same spot as the last one. So 4 pitches to Ponce, all strikes. He's fouled 2 of them off to stay alive at 0-2. Nate Hying with another new ball in the windup in the 0-2 delivery. Down in the dirt, ball 1. One ball, 2 strike pitch from Hying on its way. He swats at it. They're going to call the strike. Catcher drops it. Now Golliver steps out in front of the plate and he rifles a strike down to Dwight Hansen at first base, and that completes the strikeout. So 2 in a row for Hying. 2 outs, nobody on, and that's going to bring up the number 7 hitter, third baseman Bill Fallon. First pitch to Fallon. Low and in the dirt, ball 1. Just got an update. Remsen St. Mary's up 2-1 in the 5th inning down at Lamar's. Second pitch from Fallon, ball 2. 2-0. Hying working really fast out there on the mound. Here's his 2-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. My ever-present bodyguard covers me here so we don't get hit. Hying, 2-1 pitch to Fallon. Just misses low and outside, ball 3. 3-1. Two outs, nobody on for Clay Central Everly. Here's the 3-1 pitch, outside for ball 4. Hying gives up his second walk of the contest. Fallon goes to first base, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Josh Olin.
Now batting for the Mavericks, right fielder number 19, Josh Olin.
Olin looking down at his head coach, Stanton Schaff, for a sign. Steps into the box with 2 out. Hying, whoa! Hying with a quick throw to first base, and a diving Bill Fallon gets back in, and that throw was right there, and they didn't miss by much on that one. Hying comes set. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. There goes the runner. Golliver with a strike down to second. Bunkers with a tag. No. Ball bounced short on the grass part. Come up high to Bunkers, and sliding underneath was Fallon with a stolen base. Golliver with a good throw down to second base, but landed short and bounced up high, and Bunkers couldn't get the tag on. Next pitch, called strike one. 1-1. Number 8 hitter for Clay Central Everly, right fielder Josh Olin. Here's the pitch from Hying. Fouled straight back, off to the right again. 1-2. And let's hope those ball boys are bringing them back, because there's a lot of foul balls out there right now. We may have to stop the game and wait for them. Nate Hying looking into Brian Golliver for the sign. Comes set, checks runner at second. He's got a big lead. There's a snap throw down to second. And Doug Schrader tried to put the tag on. Not quite there. 2 outs. Runner on second for Clay Central Everly. Josh Olin, the batter, with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Here's Hying's pitch. Breaking ball. Just swatted at by Olin to try to stay alive. He was really handcuffed on that one, and he just fouls it off into the dirt. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hying comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, dropped by Golliver. He's going to take him out for the 3rd out, so Hying, 3 strikeouts that inning and a walk. For Clay Central Everly, no runs, no hits, no Spalding errors, 1 runner left on base. Score after 1.5 is Spalding 2, Clay Central Everly nothing. Sun slowly setting into the west here, the lights are on, and we're going into the bottom of the 2nd inning here. Spalding with 2 quick runs in the bottom of the 1st to jump out to a 2-0 lead. Nate Hying with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks in his first 2 innings of pitching has the Clay Central Everly batters in check so far. Batting, leading off for Spalding in the bottom of the 2nd inning is the first baseman, Brett Hansen. Brett fouls the first pitch down the left field line. The other night, Hansen officially was 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice fly to right field and a walk to go with it. Second pitch to Hansen is a ball. Counts 1-1. Trent Kiefer on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Hansen. Strike 2. One ball, 2-strike pitch from Kiefer to Hansen. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So the last batter of the last inning, first batter this inning struck out. So 1 out, nobody on. And that brings up Derek Jungers, the right fielder, for Spalding. 2nd strikeout in the night for Kiefer. Jungers the other night was officially 0 for 1. He had 2 walks and a sacrifice fly to right field as well. Scored on one of the times that he walked. Had a couple of stolen bases and an RBI on his sacrifice fly to right field. Here's the pitch, strike 1. That evens the count at 1-1 to Jungers. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Next pitch, called strike 2. Jungers in the hole, 1-2. Trent Kiefer on the mound for Clay Central Everly. The windup and the pitch to Jungers. There's a shot into center field, right over Kiefer's head. Center fielder, excuse me, picks it up, throws it back in, and Jungers gets himself on first with his first hit of the night. So with 1 out and 1 on, that's going to bring up Michael List, the 3rd baseman. Michael batting in the 8th spot tonight.
Number 8, the 3rd baseman, Michael List.
The other night, he was 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI and a stolen base and scored a run. And Spalding out to a quick 2-0 lead in the 1st inning has Derek Jungers on first with 1 out here and List batting. First pitch to him is a called strike 1. Trent Kiefer, big, tall, lanky picture in the set position, throws over to first base. Jungers sliding back in safely. Kiefer to the set. Here's the pitch. Shot into right field. Going with the pitch was Jungers. He's going to make it to third easily. He was on his way to steal second. And rounding first easily and getting back. Whoa. Right fielder throws the ball back into the first baseman, Kyle Thompson. Josh Olin throws it to Kyle Thompson. Kind of wandering off in the big turn is Derek Jungers, and Thompson was in a rundown to try to tag out List and couldn't quite do it. So a single to right for List puts runners on first and third with one out. And that's going to bring out the left fielder, Ben Nye. And Ben Nye, Monday night, was 0 for 2 with a walk. All the Clay Central Everly infielders gather out with a pitcher. I'm sure they're discussing the possible steal situation here. First and third and one out. What are we going to do if List is stealing? Throw through and get the out? Don't want to let Junger score on third? Discussion's over. Everybody's set. Ben Nye gets a sign from Coach Bill Webker. Steps in. Kiefer comes into the front of the rubber. Now comes to the set position. Big lead off at first for List. He's not going. Pitch is high. Ball one. Webker goes through his signs again. May have been giving a List a look at the pitcher and see what kind of emotion he's got. Might be going on this one. 1 ball, no strikes to Ben Nye, the number 9 hitter. List going. There's a high fly ball into deep center field. This is going to score. Jungers from third easily. He tags up. Here's the throw. Cut off at the shortstop spot. And a sacrifice fly to left field by Ben Nye scores the third run of the evening for Spalding. And the score now is 3-0. Coming in to score is Derek Jungers. Having to hold at second was Michael List. Or at first, excuse me. Michael List holds at first base. So 3-0, Spalding on top in the bottom of the second inning. And that's going to bring out the top of the order now. Designated hitter, Drew Hying. He's batting tonight for the second baseman, Johnny Bunkers. Drew grounded out third to first in the first inning. 2 outs and a runner on first. He wants to keep this inning going. Here's the pitch. Going with the pitch is List. List tried to steal second, and he slides right into the ball on a great throw from Jared Elbert to Adam Phelps at second base. So List throwing out second catcher to second base to end the inning. For Spalding, 1 run on 2 big hits, no Clay Central errors, and nobody left on base. Top of the third inning about set to begin here at Vosburg Field in Granville. 3-0, Spalding Spartans on top of Clay Central Everly. And leading off for Clay Central Everly will be the number 9 hitter, second baseman, Adam Phelps. Nate Hying set to do battle here in the top of the third inning into the windup. First pitch, right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 the count. Hying with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks through the first 2 innings. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, and that got the umpire right on the top. I think he kind of was ducking, and that might have got him on the top of the head and not his face mask. He's smiling. Is he smiling because he's okay, or is he smiling because he's dingy? That may have caught the frame in the top of his helmet, but that came real close to the top of his head.
Don't rub it.
The men in blue never appreciated enough for what they do out there. And a breaking ball in the dirt, swatted at and missed. Golliver can't handle it, but he pounces out and gets it and throws down to first base to complete the strikeout. So strikeout number 4 for Nate Hying so far. Adam Phelps down in strikes for the first out in the third inning. That's going to bring up the top of the order. Shortstop, Javon Cruz. Cruz started out the first inning with a walk. And he's trying to bunt this time. He swings it, bunts at it, misses it for strike 1. Cruz walked in the first, and then Kiefer followed by hitting a comebacker right to Hying, who turned around and forced him out at second base. He's weakly swats at the next pitch, breaking ball low and outside. So he's quickly in the hole, 0-2 on the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Hying. Fouled back off here to our right. Count remains 0-2. Nate Hying on the mound into the windup. The 0-2 pitch, sidearm that time. A little bit outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Hying into the windup. Here's a breaking ball in the dirt. Strike 3. Again, dropped by Golliver, but he stands out front. Throws down to Brett Hansen at first. And another strikeout for Nate Hying, his third in a row. The last one last inning, and the first two this inning, and his fifth in the last 6 batters he's faced. 5 of the last 6 batters have struck out, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Trenton Kiefer, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Kiefer's first pitch to him is a ball. Kiefer hit a comebacker right to Hying in the first inning. Swings at the next pitch and misses for a strike. 1-1's the count. Top half of the third, Spalding on top, 3-0. 1-1 pitch to Kiefer. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Hying really getting that breaking ball to bite down tonight. And a good-looking pitch for the Mavericks as it comes in there, and it ends up in the dirt by the time it gets there to the plate, and they're just swatting it there and hoping to hit a fly. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Here it comes from Hying. Outside, 2-2. Here's the windup and the 2-2 pitch from Hying. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Again, in the dirt. Down there by Golliver. And he throws down to Hansen for the third out. So they're being consistent. Swing and miss in the dirt. Drop by Golliver. Throw to first. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. We've played 2.5, and Spalding's on top, 3-0. Back in Granville, getting ready for the bottom of the third inning. Spalding on top, 3-0. They're going to have the top of their order up, 1, 2, and 3. Drew Hying, Brian Golliver, and Justin List for the third inning here. And they're on top, 3-0. The other game going on tonight down at Lamar's, Remsen St. Mary's and Lamar's Galen Catholic are locked up in a 2-2 battle in the bottom after 5 innings, I've been told. Into the top of the 6th now. That game is of interest because the winner of that one is going to play Remsen Union Friday night, and then the winner of that is going to play the winner of this game versus the George Little Rock Friday night, and that game will be next Monday. First pitch from Trenton Kiefer is outside for a ball. 1-0 to Drew Hying. Hying was up to bat last inning when Michael List got thrown out at second base on the steal attempt, so he's back up again. He takes a called strike, 1-1. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks for Nate Hying in the first 3 innings. Kiefer's next pitch, strike 2. Kiefer has 2 strikeouts and no walks in his first 2 innings. One ball, 2 strike pitch to Nate Hying. He fouls one back, stays alive. Count remains 1-2. Drew Hying. Did I say Nate?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bunch of guys here keeping me honest up here. Here's the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Hying gets the count, 2-2. Trenton Kiefer on the rubber. Gets the sign, goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to Drew Hying. He bounces one down towards third, and it's going to go foul. So the count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch from Kiefer. Hying hits one out towards center field. Center fielder drawing a bead on it, backs up a few steps, and he makes the catch for the first out. So with 1 out and nobody on, that's going to bring up the catcher, Brian Golliver.
Coming to bat for the Spartans, the catcher, number 18. Brian.
Semifinal action in Class 2A tomorrow night in Hull. Sibley Cheaton is going to take on Western, and in Sioux Center, West Lyon is going to take on Sioux Center. KIWA Sports will be there for the Sibley Cheaton Western game at 7:30. Kiefer quickly ahead 0-2 in the count to Golliver. Golliver reached safely on an error in the first inning. Eventually scored. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now he hits a shot out to the second baseman. Bobbles it, picks it back up, fires across. Got him. Nice play by shortstop Javon Cruz as he rifled a throw over to Kyle Thompson. Scooped it up in his glove, dropped it, bent down, pick it back up, and he rifled a bullet over there to to Kyle Thompson at first base to record the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Justin List. List hit a rocket in the first inning, an RBI double to left center field that scored the first run of the contest here, scored Golliver, and it was a shot. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0 the count. Kiefer into the windup. The 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. Two-0 the count. Justin List, the batter, high and outside for ball 3. Kiefer being a little careful with him, knowing what he did to him last time up to bat. 3-0 count. Kiefer into the windup. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and it's high and tight for ball 4. Justin List draws a 2-out walk here in the third inning. That'll bring up tonight's pitcher, Nate Hying, who singled to left field in the first inning and drove in List with the game's second run. Nate Hying have a good night on the mound. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks in the first 3 innings. List dancing out there getting a big lead. Now goes diving back in. He's safe. Probably wants to try to steal second, get himself in scoring position for Hying. Kiefer throws again over to first. List goes in standing up. The Maverick faithful thought they had him. Umpire shakes his head no. Kiefer, try it again. Set. List, not going. Gave a bluff move like he was. Comes back. Ball 1 to Nate Hying. What a gorgeous night for baseball. Kiefer with another throw to first base. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. Nate Hying with a shot out in left field. Left fielder backing up. Finally gets there and makes the catch in front of the warning track. So a long fly ball for Nate Hying ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on. The walk that Justin List drew with 2 outs after 3 complete. It's Spalding 3, Clay Central Everly, nothing.
1-800-728-1128. Bunkers Feed and Supply. Proud to say, go Spartans!
Top of the 4th inning here at Vosburg Field. 3-0, Spalding on top. Nate Hying totally in control right now as he has struck out 6 of the last 7 batters he's faced. Going to lead off against Kyle Thompson, the first baseman. And Thompson quickly in the hole, 0-2. Thompson reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. He grounded to the shortstop. Schrader threw the little flip to Bunkers covering at second, and Bunkers couldn't get the relay in time to first. 0-2 pitch just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-2. 1-2 pitch just fouled off by Thompson to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. 31 strikes, 18 balls thrown so far by Hying in this contest. Next pitch low and away for a ball, 2-2. Hying's breaking ball, grounder out to the shortstop, picked up by Schrader. Schrader drops it, now tries to make a quick throw. And we got an error on Schrader over first base, so Thompson reaches on the error by Schrader to start the 4th inning here. So Clay Central Everly with a runner on first and nobody out. That's going to bring up the catcher, Jared Elbert. Elbert's looking down at his coach, Stanton Schaff, for signs. See what's up here. Nate Hying comes to the stretch position. Pretty big lead. He's going. Here's the throw by Golliver down to second. And Bunkers puts the tag on. Nice throw, Brian Golliver to Johnny Bunkers for the putout. 2-4. And Kyle Thompson gunned down at second base. Pitch was a ball to Jared Elbert, so 1-0 count. That was pretty. 1-0 pitch from Nate Hying, just off the outside corner, 2-0. Here's a strike, fouled right straight back to the screen, 2-1's the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Jared Albert, the catcher for Clay Central Everly, up to bat, and he takes a 3-ball count outside. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery from Hying, right down the middle for strike 2. Full count, 1 out, nobody on. Top half of the 4th inning, 3-0, Spalding on top. Here's the pitch, fouled up the right side. I don't believe anybody's going to have a shot at that one. Drifts out of play over the fence. Count remains full, 3-2. Flag still fluttering a little bit in towards home plate from the left center field position, but not nearly as strong as it was in the first game. A full count from Hying, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Strikeout number 7 in 3 2/3 innings for Nate Hying. And he's got the Clay Central Everly batters totally confused. So with 2 outs and nobody on, that's going to bring up center fielder Fred Hartman. Hartman struck out to lead off the 2nd inning. He's up with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. He squares around a bunt, pushes one down the first base line. Picked up in foul territory over there by Brett Hansen. So it's an 0-1 count. Hying looks like he's limping as he came back to the mound there. Nate Hying on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Good breaking ball from Nate Hying. Strike 3 in the dirt. Golliver picks it up, steps out front, throws down to Hansen at first base. So another strikeout for Nate Hying. Strikeout number 8 in 4 complete innings. No runs, no hits, no errors for 1 error. No runs, no hits, 1 error for Spalding in the top of the 4th. Nobody left on base. Score after 3.5 is Spalding 3, Clay Central Everly nothing. Back at Granville, Vosburg Field, getting ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. Spalding's on top, 3-0. Leading off for them in the bottom of the 4th here will be the shortstop, Doug Schrader. Struck out in the 1st inning. He lays down a bunt down the 3rd base line, and I think that's trouble. Schrader hustling down first, and he's going to be safe. They're going to say the throw, pulled the first baseman off. So we'll give Schrader the hit, beating that one out. So a nice bunt right down the 3rd base line. Trenton Kiefer, the pitcher, forced to field it. 3rd baseman caught unaware on that one. And Schrader beats it out at first base. That's going to bring up first baseman Brett Hansen. Brett struck out to start the 2nd inning. He shows bunt, takes it, called strike from the umpire, 0-1. Two strikeouts, 1 walk on the night so far for Trenton Kiefer. 8 big strikeouts and 2 walks so far for Nate Hying. Hansen showing bunt again. He lays one right down the first base line, picked up by Kiefer. He thought about going to 2nd, then changed his mind and throws to 1st. So nice sacrifice for Brett Hansen as he gets Doug Schrader up to 2nd base. Sacrifice 1-3 on the play. And that's going to bring up Derek Jungers, the right fielder. He had a single to center field in the 1st inning, or in the 2nd inning, and he scored the game's 3rd run. So he's 1 for 1 in the night. And Spalding threatening again with 1 out and a runner at 2nd. That's Doug Schrader. And Derek Jungers the batter. Kiefer's first pitch to him. Here's a shot out into right center field. I don't think anybody's going to get to that one. Falls in front of the right fielder. He can't get it. Goes past him. Center fielder chasing it now. Schroeder's going to come around 3rd and score. And going into 2nd is Derek Jungers with an RBI double. So Jungers 2 for 2 in the night. Scored a run and drove in a run. And the score now, Spalding 4, Clay Central Everly nothing. That's going to bring up the 3rd baseman, Michael List. Michael singled to right field in the 2nd inning, then was thrown out trying to steal 2nd. Trenton Kiefer Long time looking in, staring for the sign. Here's the pitch to the list. Outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. 1 run on 2 hits here in the 4th inning for Spalding. Vaulted their lead to 4-0. Kiefer comes set. Little cat and mouse game going on at second base. Here's the pitch, and he's got a shot into right center field. That's going to fall. That's going to bring in Derek Jungers. That one rolls all the way to the fence. List is on his way to second base, and he's got an RBI double. So the bat's coming to life now for Spalding as they go on top 5-0. 2 consecutive RBI doubles for Derek Jungers and Michael List. Put Spalding on top 5-0. Still only 1 out, and the batter, left fielder Ben Nye. Ben had a sacrifice to left field in the 2nd inning that scored Derek Jungers, so he got an RBI out of that, and he'd like nothing more than to get a hit here and get another RBI with Michael List standing out at second base. 1 out, runner on second, 5-0 Spalding. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Kiefer, throw to home plate. There's a shot into right field by Nye. That's going to fall in front of the right fielder. Quickly throws it into the first baseman trying to score from home. Here comes the throw. Out at home. Nice relay. Nice relay from Josh Olin to Kyle Thompson to Jared Albert. 9-3-2. And they get Michael List on the throw at home plate. But Ben Nye gets credit for the single to right field, and then he goes to second on the throw to home. So now there's 2 outs and a runner on second, and that brings the top of the order back up. Drew Hying. Drew's the designated hitter tonight, batting for Johnny Bunkers. Drew is officially 0 for 2. Grounded to third and flew out to center. See if third time's a charm for him. Pitches upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count. 2 runs in this inning for Spalding on 4 hits. Runner on second. Hying fouls one off. Count goes to 1-1. The 4 hits this inning matches the 4 hits they had in the 3 previous innings. Gives them 8 on the night. And they're up 5-0 right now. Drew Hying trying to keep the inning alive. 1-1 count. Gets ready to battle with Trenton Kiefer. Throw down to second. List back in, or Nye back in safely. Here's the delivery. Hying swings and misses. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Drew Hying. 2 outs. Ben Nye on second base. 5-0 Spalding. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Here's Kiefer's pitch. Inside, right under the chin. Count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Hying. Here's the pitch from Kiefer. Just misses on the... Oh, called strike 3. Called strike 3. Delayed call by home plate umpire. That ends the inning for Spalding. 2 runs, 4 hits, no Maverick errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 4 complete, and it's 5-0 Spalding. This game moving right along. We're into the top half of the 5th inning already. Spalding Catholic on top 5-0 over Clay Central Everly. Pitcher Drew Hying in total control here with 8 strikeouts and 2 walks through the first 4 innings. He's going to start out by battling with the left fielder, Fletcher Ponce. And the first pitch to Ponce is down low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Ponce struck out in the 2nd inning, swinging. He offers at that pitch for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Here's the pitch from Hying. Little outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Hying likes to work quick. He gets the ball and he means business and steps on the rubber and he's ready to go. Next pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You better have your signs and be ready because he's coming at you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Hying. Here's a little pop fly out to second base. Oh, between pitcher and second. Hying can't get to it. And safe at first base is going to be Fletcher Ponce as he beats out the throw. Just a little number that goes out between Nate Hying and Johnny Bunkers at second base, and nobody can get to it. And it's a single for Ponce. First hit of the ball game for Clay Central Everly. That brings up the third baseman, Bill Fallon. Fallon walked in the 2nd inning, stole second, and got stranded there. And the first pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Snap throw to first base by Hine. Diving back in is Ponce. Hine to the stretch. Here's the pitch. He squares around to bunt. Fouls it off. Running on the pitch was Ponce. He's going to have to come back to first base now. 0-2 count on Fallon. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Ponce on first. Fallon's up. Another snap throw by Hine to first. Ponce dives back in safely. Hine to the set. Here's the delivery. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 9 for Nate Hine. 1 down, 1 on. And that's going to bring up the number 8 hitter, Josh Olin, the right fielder. Olin struck out in the second inning. And there's only one man in the Clay Central Everly that Nate Hine has not struck out yet tonight. Again, Ponce running with a pitch. Fouled off by Olin. Everybody comes back. Batter comes back. Runner comes back. 0-1 count. Clay Central Everly seems bent on testing the arm of Brian Golliver. He's already thrown out 1 runner tonight. Making lots of attempts here, but the batter fouling the pitches off, so they've got to come back. Another snap throw by Hine. Ponce safely back in. Nothing else. Maybe they can wear him out by diving back into first base. Hine to the set. Here's the pitch. Swinging a soft grounder out toward the shortstop. Big hop. Long throw to first, and he beats... Oh, they got him. Woo! What a play. Ball took a huge hop off the lip of the grass. Doug Schroeder picks it up and just rifles one over to first. And a long, long stretch by Brett Hansen completes the play there. 6-3 in the putout. Going down to second is Fletcher Ponce. And Brett Hansen, with a huge stretch at first base, pulls that one off. And just a bullet thrown over there by Doug Schroeder. 2 down, 1 on, and that brings up the number 9 hitter, second baseman, Adam Phelps. Phelps struck out to start the 3rd inning. Nate Hine comes set. Looks back at the runner at second. First pitch. Upstairs for a ball. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Adam Phelps the batter. Runner on second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nate Hine with 9 strikeouts and 2 walks in the contest so far. One and one's the count. Hine comes set, looks in for a sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just offside for a ball, 2-1. And a snap throw down to second, trying to pick off Ponce, and ball sails out into center field, and he's going to advance to third base on the throw. So it's 2 balls, 1 strikes on Adam Phelps. Ponce's over at third base now with 2 outs. Coach Bill Webker goes out to the mound. Talking it over with his troops a little bit. Nate Hine with 9 strikeouts and 2 walks so far in the contest. Coach Webker probably just saying, let's quit the cute stuff and let's just get the out here. Number 9 batter up. Get out of the order here. Let's not bring the top of the order up. Brian Golliver comes back from the conference, gets back behind home plate. Everybody gets their bookwork done in the charge timeout. We're about set to go here. 2 balls, 1 strikes on Adam Phelps. Nate Hine comes set. The 2-1 delivery. Just inside, 3-1. So the count goes 3-1. Here's Hine's pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Full count now, 2 outs. Fletcher Ponce standing on third base trying to score the Mavericks' first run of the contest. Hying to the set. Here's the delivery. Swing and fouled off back here at the screen. Count remains full, 3-2. We're in the top of the 5th. Spalding's on top, 5-0. Mavericks trying to get a rally here. Fletcher Ponce on third. He's the first Maverick to reach third base tonight. Here's the full count pitch. Just outside for a ball. Adam Phelps draws the walk. Third walk of the night for Hying. Puts runners on first and third. Brings up the top of the order, Javon Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1 officially. Walked in the first. Struck out in the third. Now going to bat here in the 5th. 2 outs, runners on first and third for Clay Central Everly. Nate Hying trying to get the Spartans out of a jam here. Comes to the set position. Steps off. Throw it fake to third. Comes back to first. Nobody bites. Hying comes set. Interesting. Pitch fouled off by Cruz, makes the count 1-1. Interesting, with 2 outs and runners on first and third, Cruz squared around and showed bunt on the first pitch, then pulled it back. It was a ball. Fouls off the next pitch, so now it's 1-1. Hying into the set. Breaking ball. 2-1. Nate Hying. There's a shot out into left field. Coming in, getting the ball, and ending the inning is Ben Nye. Ben Nye with a catch out in left field ends the threat for Clay Central Everly in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 Clay Central Everly hit, their first one of the contest, 1 Spalding error, and 2 runners left on base. Score after 4.5, Spalding 5, Clay Central Everly nothing. Back at Vosburg Field, we're headed for the bottom of the 5th inning, and Spalding on top, 5-0 in this contest. Just had the playing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and once again I told these guys if they'd sing it up here, we'd keep the radio live here, but didn't seem to have any takers. So we'll continue with the CD. First batter up for Spalding in the bottom of the 5th here. Brian Golliver hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Javon Cruz fires the throw over to first baseman Kyle Thompson for the out. So on the first pitch, Golliver retired 6-3. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. 5-0. Spalding on top, and that's going to bring up Justin List, the center fielder. Monday night's pitcher. List on the night is 1 for 1 officially. RBI double in the first and scored a run. And walked in the third. Got stranded at first. First pitch to him is a strike. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch from Kiefer. Just upstairs for a ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count to Justin List. Trenton Kiefer on the mound for Clay Central Everly. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Late swing by List. Just fouls it off. Keep himself alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strike count to Justin List. Trenton Kiefer gets a sign from his catcher, Jared Albert, and here's the delivery. Upstairs for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. List waits for the payoff pitch. It's a pitch down the middle, and he launches one to right field, and the right fielder's having trouble. It's over his head and goes to the fence. List on his way to second. He may think about 3. He's going to pull it up. Nice relay in from the right fielder to the first baseman, to the second baseman, excuse me. So Justin List finds himself on second base with a double, 1 out. And that brings up tonight's pitcher, Nate Hying. Hying on the evening, 1 for 2. RBI single in the first and flew out to left field in the third. Now has a runner on second here in the 5th inning on 1 out. Spalding on top, 5-0. First pitch to Hying is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Hine steps out, looks at Coach Bill Webker for the sign, steps back in, waits for the delivery from Kiefer. Here it is, and it's inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Nate Hine steps in, and here's the throw back to second. Just getting back in was Justin List, and I don't think he was watching the pitcher there for a second. Pitcher had pivoted, made the throw, and then all of a sudden List goes diving back in. Checking out the girlfriend in the stands, I guess. 2-0 pitch to Hine. Low and in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. List now going to third. Safely into third. So 3 balls, no strikes to Nate Hine. Justin List steals third. So 3 balls, no strikes, and a runner on third, 1 out. Spalding on top, 5-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 3-0 pitch to Hine. Upstairs for a ball. So Hine draws a walk. He's been on base 2 out of 3 times tonight. First and third, 1 out. That's going to bring up the number 5 hitter, Doug Schroeder. Schroeder has struck out and had a bunt single in the 4th. Courtesy running for Nate Hine is number 10, Doug Hoppert. So we have runners on first and third, 1 out. Hoppert's on first. List is over at third. Doug Schrader, the batter. 1 ball pitch. Inside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. First and third for Spalding, 1 out. Schrader, the batter. Running, stealing, getting to third. Instead of throwing to second, they snap throw to third to try to pick off List. Ball sails into left field. List comes in to score. Schrader gets all the way to third. Six to nothing Spalding here in the 5th inning. Snap throw down to third base. Doug Hoppert was stealing second. Catcher decides to throw to third and try to pick off List rather than throw down to second for Hoppert. Ball sails away from the third baseman out into left field. List comes in to score. Hoppert comes all the way to third. Runner on third, 1 out. And a called strike to Schrader makes the count 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Schrader. High and tight, ball 4, he draws a walk. So they're right back in the position they were a second ago with runners on first and third and 1 out. Still have first and third and 1 out. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Doug Schroeder. Number 13, Jeremy Hansen. Jeremy Hansen on first base, going to pinch run for Doug Schrader. I'm sure Schrader's going to re-enter the game and play shortstop. So Schrader's on first. Excuse me, Hansen's on first. Hoppert's over at third. Now batting for Spalding will be the first baseman, Brett Hansen. He's officially 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out in the second, had a sacrifice bunt, pitcher to first in the 4th. He's up here in the 5th inning now. 1 out, runners on first and third. Spalding up 6-0. He fouls the pitch straight back at me. Thank you, screen, for taking care of that one. I think my bodyguard was busy eating sunflower seeds and didn't have a chance on that one. 0-1's the count. 6-0 Spalding on top. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Trenton Kiefer starting pitcher for for Clay Central Everly, still going. Here's the pitch upstairs. Ball. Throw down to Going down to second base is Jeremy Hansen on the play. Catcher threw to the shortstop to see if Hopper was going to try to score. He doesn't, so it's second and third. Still one out. And the count's 1-1 to Brett Hansen. Infield in at the grass all the way around. Want to cut off the run. One out, second and third. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Brett Hansen for strike two. That makes the count 1-2. So potentially a big inning here for Spalding. 6-0. Runners on second and third and one out. Brett Hansen, the batter. Pitch is outside for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Got word that Rennes and St. Mary's won the other game down at Lamar's tonight, 5-3 over Lamar's Galen. So Friday night, it's going to be Rensen versus Rensen. Rensen Union's going to play Rensen St. Mary's Friday at 7:30 in Lamar's, and the winner of that game is going to take on the winner of the George Little Rock, winner of this game. That makes a lot of sense. Strike three. Hansen goes down swinging on the full count pitch. Second time tonight he's struck out. That makes it 2 down with runners on second and third, and brings up the right fielder, Derek Jungers. Jungers is having a big night. He's 2 for 2 with a double. RBI. He's scored twice. Having a good night at the plate. 6-0 Spalding. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch, outside for a ball. That evens the count at 1-1. Kiefer comes to the set, the 1-1 delivery. Right down the middle for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Derek Jungers, who's 2 for 2 in the night. A single, a double, RBI, scored twice. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Kiefer. Upstairs for a ball, evens it at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 6-0 Spalding, bottom of the 5th. Ball's low and in the dirt, bounced away from the catcher. Here comes Hopper in to score. He makes it 7-0, and over to third goes Jeremy Hansen. So a wild pitch by Trenton Kiefer. Down in the dirt, not being able to be handled by Jared Albert, the catcher for Clay Central Everly. Doug Hopper comes in to score and make it 7-0, and going over to third is Jeremy Hansen. So 2 outs, full count to Derek Jungers, 7-0 Spalding, and here's the full count pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Jungers draws the walk. Well, coming into the 5th inning, Kiefer had 1 walk in the night, and he's got 3 this inning to give him 4 for the game. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. And that brings up Michael List, the third baseman. He's also 2 for 2 in the night. A single, a double, an RBI. He got thrown out, catcher to second, trying to steal, and he got thrown out. Right field, first base to catcher, trying to score from second on a hit to right field by Ben Nye. Outside for a ball, 1-0 on List. 7-0 Spalding, bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, runners on first and third. And there's a shot to the shortstop, handcuffs him a little bit, he picks it up, flips to second, and they get him out on the force out. 6-4 on the play to end the inning. For Spalding, 2 more runs on 1 hit, 3 big walks in the inning, no Clay Central Everly errors, and 2 runners left on base. We've played 5 complete now, and it's Spalding 7, Clay Central Everly nothing. Top of the 6th inning about to begin here. Nate Hine going the distance so far for Spalding. He has 9 strikeouts and 3 walks through the first 5 innings. His opponent right now at the plate is his opposing pitcher, Trenton Kiefer from Clay Central Everly. And a strike 1 to Kiefer, and he fouls off the next pitch for strike 2. 0-2, quickly in the hole on the count. Ball gets thrown back out to Nate Hine on the mound after the foul ball. Top half of the 6th inning, 7-0 Spalding. First batter up for Clay Central Everly, Trenton Kiefer. Here's the 0-2 pitch, way outside for a ball, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Hine. Inside. Makes Kiefer do a little dance to keep from hitting his ankles. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A wind up by Hine. Inside again. Count goes full, 3-2. Hines had real good control tonight. 9 strikeouts and 3 walks. 55 strikes and 32 balls for pitches. Total of 85 pitches. 55 strikes. Strike 3 to Kiefer. He swings at a pitch low and down in the dirt, but he strikes out swinging. Second time tonight he struck out. And that's the 10th strikeout for Hine in the contest, 5 1/3 innings. And that brings up the first baseman, Kyle Thompson. Thompson, officially 0 for 2. Got on to the fielder's choice in the first, reached on an error by shortstop Doug Schrader in the 4th, and he's up here in the 6th now. And by the looks of my book, this guy, Kyle Thompson, is the only one that has not struck out against Nate Hine tonight. First pitch is a ball. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. Count evens at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball fouled in the dirt. Strike 2. So quickly, Hine ahead in the count. 1-2. Nate rubs down the ball. Gets a sign from his catcher, Brian Golliver. Goes into the windup. The 1-2 pitch. On the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Strike 3. Golliver can't handle it. Throws down to first base. And they get the hustling of Kyle Thompson going down the line. So now the book is complete. Nate Hine has struck out at least every one of the Clay Central Everly Maverick batters tonight, at least once in the contest. That's his 11th strikeout against 3 walks. 2 outs, nobody on here in the 6th inning, and that brings up the catcher, Jared Albert. Albert grounded to second in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. Up here in the 6th. First ball pitch from Hine, breaking ball low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Here's the next pitch from Hine. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Hine. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch foul down the right side, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Two outs, nobody on. 7-0. Spalding with the lead. 1-2 count to the catcher, Jared Albert. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. So Hine strikes out the side that inning. 3 strikeouts, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. He's got 12 in the contest. It's Spalding 7, Clay Central Everly nothing. Bottom of the 6th time here at Vosburg Field in Granville. Spalding on top, 7-0. It's been all the Nate Hine show so far in this contest. He has struck out 12 Clay Central Everly batters in 6 innings of play, 3 walks. We're going to the bottom of the 6th now. Spalding on top, 7-0. Leading off for Spalding will be the left fielder, number 24, Ben Nye. Nye officially 1 for 1 in the night. He had a sacrifice fly to left field and got an RBI in the 2nd inning. Single to right field in the 4th inning, so officially 1 for 1. Trenton Kiefer on the mound for Clay Central Everly has gone the distance. First pitch to Nye is a called strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch. No. Ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Benny Nye. Pitch inside for a ball. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, pitch to Nye. Here it comes, a little outside, ball 3. 3-1. Nye trying to get himself on. Spalding up 7-0. 3 more runs. 10-run rule will take effect. Don't get 3. We're going to the 7th. Next pitch is a called strike. Nye made a little bluff move towards first base. Home plate umpire says, no, let's wait one more pitch here. Full count to Ben Nye. Here it comes from Kiefer. Swing and a miss. Nye out on strikes. Fifth strikeout of the evening for Kiefer. That's going to bring up the top of the order. Designated hitter, Drew Hying. On the evening, Hying is 0 for 3. He grounded to the third baseman in the first, flew out to center in the third, struck out in the fourth. Chance to get things started here in the sixth. Squares around to show a bunt. Foul tips it into the ground for a strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch, high and inside for a ball, 1-1 the count. After the bunt he showed in the first pitch, third baseman Bill Fallon for Clay Central Everly, way in on the grass. Now he backs up a step or two, but he's still got both feet right in the grass. He's ready. Here's a pitch, foul down the right field line out of play. Count goes to 1-2. So no bunt shown that time by Drew. 7-0 Spalding. We're in the bottom of the sixth. One out, nobody on. The 1-2 pitch from Trenton Kiefer to Drew Hying. Upstairs for a ball. Makes it 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Hying. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 strikeouts in a row for Kiefer here in the sixth. And he has 6 strikeouts on the evening. That's going to bring up catcher Brian Gallagher, who officially is 0 for 3 in the night. He reached first on an error by the second baseman in the first inning and has grounded out to short the other 2 times. So 0 for 3. Gallagher did score in the first inning, scored the game's first run. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1's the count. A windup by Kiefer, the pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. Well, it's looking like the matchup Friday night at 7:30 here is going to be George Little Rock against Spalding. Spalding comfortably in front, 7-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Pitch is 2-1 to Gallagher. Drew Hying, 12 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 walks, 1 hit. Pretty good control so far. Pitch is upstairs, ball 3 to Gallagher. Spalding could ensure that the Mavericks have no chance of a rally by scoring 3 runs here and getting over in the 10-run roll. And Gallagher draws ball forward, so he gets on base for the second time tonight. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, center fielder Justin List. On the night, List is officially 2 for 2, but been on base all 3 times. He had an RBI double in the first, walked and scored, walked in the third, and a double in the fifth and scored. So 2 for 2, 2 doubles, scored 2 runs, has an RBI, stolen base, and the throw over to first, not in time. Gallagher dances back in safely. Excuse me, Krieber dances back in safely. He's courtesy running. Adam Krieber running for Gallagher. Strike 1 on List. Adam Krieber gets his lead at first base. Courtesy running for Brian Gallagher. 2 outs. 7-0, Spalding with the lead. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Snap throw down to first by catcher Jared Elbert. Not in time. Krieber's back in safely. Count goes to 1-1 on List. Trenton Kiefer comes set. The tall, lanky right-hander delivers the home plate outside for a ball. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Adam Krieber over at first base for Spalding. Kiefer throws over there. Krieber back in time. Waiting on deck, Nate Hying, tonight's pitcher. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot into right center field, and that might be trouble. Right fielder having all kinds of trouble, but he makes the circus catch out there. He came over and put his hands up like, I don't have a clue where it's at, and then he kind of circled around and finally comes down with it. Hauls in Justin List fly ball out there. So Spalding, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on due to the walk. And we've played 6 complete. It's Spalding 7. Clay Central Everly nothing.
Sheldon, Iowa.
We're back for the last inning of this ball game, barring a 7-run rally by Clay Central Everly and a total collapse by Nate Hying. This game's going to be over here real quickly. Hying confronting Fred Hartman on the first pitch. Hartman hits a shot right back to Hying that goes through his legs out towards second. Johnny Bunkers, shortstop I think took that one. Doug Schrader hauls the rifles the throw over to first base, and what a great play, short to first to get the out. Just a shot right back through the legs of Nate Hying. Schrader comes over, scoops it up right in front of second base, throws over to Brett Hansen at first base for out number 1. So that brings up the left fielder, number 18, Fletcher Ponce. And as I said at the beginning of this game tonight, he gets my vote for the outstanding name of the tournament, Fletcher Ponce. 0-1 pitch from Hying. Upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Pitch by Hying, down low and outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Here's Hying's 2-1 pitch. Here's a shot out into right field, backing up in the play and making the catch. There's right fielder Derek Jungers. He had it all the way. 2 outs, nobody on. And Clay Central Everly 1 out away from their season being over, and Granville Spalding 1 out away from advancing to the semifinals Friday night against George Little Rock. That's going to bring out the third baseman, Bill Fallon, who is 0 for 1 in the night. He walked in the second and stole second and got stranded there. Struck out in the 5th. Now up in the 7th. He swings at the first pitch, low and outside for strike 1. And Nate Hying in total control of this contest right from the get-go. Breaking ball inside for a ball, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hying into the windup. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. 2-1. Hying gets the ball immediately into the windup. Next pitch, outside, ball 3. No grass growing under his feet when he's on the mound. He works fast and he works good. 3-1 count from Nate Hying. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. And the season's still alive for Clay Central Everly as they draw a walk. And that brings up the number 8 hitter, right fielder, Josh Olin. Olin 0 for 2 in the night. Struck out in the 2nd. Grounded to short in the 5th. Now up here in the 7th. 2 outs, 1 on. Nate Hying steps on the rubber in the set position. Checks the run at first. Here's the pitch home. Fouled off for a strike. 12 strikeouts and 3 walks in the night for Hying so far. Masterful job pitching. 1 hitter. Here's the next pitch. Called strike, and it's 0-2. And in Wrigley, they'd all be standing on their feet for the last pitch of the ball game here. The 0-2 pitch from Hying. Here it comes. Breaking ball slapped out into center field. And there's still life for the Mavericks as they now have runners on first and second and 2 outs. So a single to center for Olin keeps the Mavericks' hopes alive and brings up their number 9 hitter, second baseman Adam Phelps. Phelps is 0 for 1 in the night. Struck out in the 3rd. Walked in the 5th. Going to try to keep the inning going alive here in the 7th. Nobody holding for Spalding. 7-run lead, 2 outs. Play the position. Hying comes set. High and tight for a ball. 1-0. It'll be interesting if he gets on. That'd bring back up the top of the order for Clay Central Everly. Bring up the big guns. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Hying comes set. Just outside for a ball. 2-1. Nate Hine comes set. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 7-0. Spalding on top. Nate Hine 1 pitch away from this contest being over. He comes to the set position, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And a fitting way to end the game as he records his 13th strikeout of the night against 3 walks. And Spalding wins this contest 7-0. They will advance to Friday night's district semifinal game against George Little Rock, 7:30 at Vosburg Field. As he throws a brilliant one-hitter and shuts out Clay Central Everly 7-0. He had 13 strikeouts on the night, 3 walks, as we said, a one-hitter, threw 120 pitches, 75 strikes, 45 balls, and it was a brilliant effort by Nate Hine on the mound tonight. Offensively for Spalding, who ups their record to 25-9 on the season, and they're going to face George Little Rock Friday night right here in Granville at 7:30. They were led by Derek Jungers, who was 2 for 2 with a walk. He scored 2 runs and had an RBI, and going 2 for 3 was Justin List. He was 2 for 3 in the contest. 2 doubles, an RBI, scored 2 runs, also had a walk. And Michael List was 2 for 3 with a double, a single, an RBI. So a good night for Spalding as they scored 7 runs on 9 hits, committed 1 error, if I remember right, committed just 1 error tonight, 2 errors, 7 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. And probably the big thing for Spalding tonight was that they just didn't leave a lot of runners on base. 5 runners on base is all they left on. 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. So a good night for Spalding as they advance to the semifinals. They're going to take on George Little Rock at 7:30 here at Vosburg Field. George Little Rock came out on top of Harris Lake Park tonight, 16-7 in the opener. And down in Lamar's in the other half of this bracket, Remsen Union defeated Marcus Merton Cleghorn 3-0 in 8 innings in the first game. And Remsen St. Mary's defeated Lamar's Galen Catholic in the second game 5-3. So Remsen Union and Remsen St. Mary's will lock up horns tomorrow, Friday night, in Lamar's as well. And those 2 winners will get together Monday night here in Granville at 7:30 for the district championship game. For KIWA Sports, this is Mike Swalley thanking all of our sponsors for tonight, because without you, none of this would be possible. And we ask you, KIWA listeners, to go into these businesses and thank them personally, and because without their support, none of you wouldn't be able to listen to these ball games at night. And thank you, Wayne, for everything back at the station. And we'll be back here at Vosburg Field Friday night. Granville Spalding taking on George Little Rock at 7:30 for the district semifinal game.